Hello, friends. Welcome to the Cinemondo podcast. And we're going to talk about a trailer today. It's a trailer reaction.
Yes,
episode.
it is. Yes, it is. It's a web series that is available from MA Entertainment. It is called Rocket Boys, and it's based on the true story of two men that really started the Indian space program and nuclear program in the 40s.
Nice.
40,
See, that's cool. That's again history that a lot of time is not taught to us in school because we
Right.
want to be the cool ones. So
right.
Yeah, we know
we
about
don't
the
want to give
United
people
States
credit for
history,
shit.
but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you got to
so-
give credit world history.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think
so
this looks like it'll be fun. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen pictures.
it's gotten rave reviews, and the cast looks great. Jim Saab plays Homi, Bhabha, and Ishwak Singh plays Vikram Sarabhai, who are the two men that it's focused on in their relationship, directed by Abhay Panu and written by Nikhil Advani. So a good group of putting a really high quality drama together, historical drama. So let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Okay, here we go.
The lunatic brown kid is blowing up the courtyard again. प्रभु रॉबर्ट गॉडर्ड 15 साल पहले ही करिश्मा कर चुके तो फिर मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता? अब पीछे आ जाओ, ये फट भी सकता है. Let's drink to that. Unfortunately, हमारे लिए नहीं. Now, who can tell me what this is?
I love science.
Yeah.
अब जापान की वजह से हमें रबर नहीं मिल रहा. फिर हम क्या करें, रमन? Why don't you try using another material? Polyethylene sheets की tensile strength rubber से ज़्यादा है. What was your major again? Natural science, sir. But I have a particular interest in physics.
Yeah.
So it's World War II, obviously.
Yeah.
विक्रम साराभाई, तुम एक ब्रिलियंट साइंटिस्ट हो. और जो तुम अपने देश के लिए कर सकते हो, उस लाखों की भीड़ में और कोई नहीं कर सकता. आपने नाम नहीं बताया अपना?
Mrinalini.
It's like gravity. It's lights on things. I don't know.
I like that.
Are you gonna kiss me, Vikram?
You're the famous Homi Bhabha.
And you are the
Parwana Irani, मेरा पूरा नाम.
Farsiest name I've ever heard in my life.
होमी सर तो कॉस्मिक रे यूनिट बंद कर रहे हैं. कॉस्मिक रे यूनिट was the only lab जहां मैं अपने रॉकेट बनाने की
No.
कोशिश कर सकता था और तुम ऐसे ही बंद कर रहे हो. I wish I'd known you were the selfish man who
Well, they
made
got to
that.
shut down the lab.
Right.
Got to. Got to have some adversity.
Yeah.
In your garage for months, for years. In fact, I can't wait around for things to happen to me. The train is leaving the station, my friend. Are you on it? Or have you been left behind?
It was so fun for a second there.
पंडित जी,
Yeah.
मेरा एक प्रपोजल है.
India space program, sir.
इस वक्त हमारी जरूरतें कुछ और हैं.
Yeah.
कल सुबह 6 बजे चीन
History interferes.
आर्मी
Right.
ने भारतीय सीमा पर 2 हमले किए.
Gentlemen, it's the proposal to make India's first atom bomb.
Oh God.
तो होमी नेहरू से छिपकर बम बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा तो
ये कमेटी सिर्फ एक एडवाइजरी कमेटी है जिसका काम है
to advise the correct use of atomic energy. और इस वक्त देश की सही जरूरत है एक atomic bomb.
क्या तुम्हारी.
सर एक एप्लीकेंट आया फॉर एन इंटरव्यू. सर एक बार मिल लीजिए, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है, काफी दूर साउथ से है.
Aw.
एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम.
There's hope for the science program.
Looks good.
It does look good. It looks really good.
I love the glorification of science.
Me too. That's one of
And,
my favorites.
Yeah, it's a thing that more kids should think of as heroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead
Right.
of like sports people or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like people that are pushing the boundaries of science should be the heroes, you know?
And I love
And
the
also-
kind of scrappiness of it. Like they're so young and they're students and they're in school and then they're doing this program. And I just
It's
love the idea of
difficult,
this
yeah.
idealism. You know, it's just so inspiring to see
Yeah.
that.
and trying to do it in the midst, in the country that was focusing on other things.
Yes.
What it's like, it's science or the space program is not necessarily high on the list, doesn't get a lot of money. So it's a lot of ingenuity, a lot of brain power, a lot of math, science to kind of prove that, hey, we can do this.
Yeah.
We can do it. We have the ability. So that's always, very thrilling. I love these kind of movies, whether it's The Right Stuff or October Sky. I remember that was one of the early Jake Gyllenhaal films. They're very sort of they're moving and motivating and sort of, they work for me. So
And there's so many interesting stories. I've read so many books about science. I love reading about science, and I love reading about not just the science, but the people involved in the science. And a lot of science books start off, I mean, if you read a book about, physics or whatever, a lot of times the book will start out with the people behind it, the people who made these discoveries and how they made the discoveries. And when you think about the difficulty of coming up with a theory or an idea or a technology or, literally inventing a groundbreaking thing, exploring space for all of our history, almost the entirety of living history, we've been locked onto the surface. And these people that invent these things that take us up there, it's like
crazy.
It's insane.
Like, how do you do that? How do you think up those things?
I love that. I think it's so interesting. And I love seeing just the small idea that gets bigger and bigger, and they advance it with the science. I love that they're showing us how they come to the science. It just looks really fun. It just looks very accessible and fun.
Well, I mean, I'm broadcasting from the Red Planet, as you can tell.
Apparently, Mark is in space as we speak, which is appropriate for Rocket Boys.
Right. But no, I'm just blown away by how, like, you go back to the Apollo program in the U.S. How do they actually did that in 50 plus years ago? It's mind-boggling. It's like, wow, it's beyond.
And they haven't really improved on it. What they've done is now they just send rockets without people. It's like, now we're going to do that because it's a lot less expensive and a lot less dangerous. But there's still a lot of that science in play.
Well, a lot of it is just, it's the human part of it. It's like we think about science now in terms of how much computer power or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you look at the old, this era that this film is about, and what Mark was just talking about, the early Apollo and Mercury programs, the Redstone projects, and all this, all this crazy stuff, that how the heck can you do that without a computer? And everybody's got a computer now. Everybody has
in your pocket.
We've got one of these in our pocket, which has about 100,000 million times the amount of computing power that they had for the entire Apollo program, which you see photographs of guys with slide rules.
I was just going to say
that.
So crazy.
It's like a pencil.
Well, there's a great scene in Ron Howard's Apollo 13 where there's this problem and they have to figure it out, and it's just like, it's very sort of practical. There's junk. We got to turn this into something like this, and it's all about the calculators or the slide rules. It's just it's great.
They didn't even have pocket calculators back then. Like they're so ubiquitous now. It's like we don't even have them anymore because they're built into our phone or built into the computer.
Right.
But if they had a pocket calculator that you can get in the checkout counter at Target now for like $2.99, with a solar battery that you don't ever even have to put batteries in it. If they had one of those,
oh my God,
right, life would be easier. So that's what these are very, inspiring stories. They're inspiring. It's a human mind. It's like going for it and using science to, better things. And so this looks great. I think it's based on obviously two real characters in India, and it seems like a must watch for me.
And here's a poster. Boom, poster.
Nice.
So this, really clean, really easy to understand. Clearly it's about the rocket, and it's called Rocket Boys. I like how they make the sea almost looks kind of like the moon.
The moon,
with a little bit of shadow. But nice. I mean, very simple. They didn't overdo any of the science. Like, it could easily, I've seen people put like a bunch of math kind of in the clouds, make it like kind of overwrought. But they put all the cool characters in there. Definitely the two guys at the top are a special shoot. But then the other two people clearly like shots from the film. They don't look like a special shoot, but still, it looks like it's a really nice, clean poster. I think they pulled it off.
Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting. The guy at the bottom left, who is just in the last shot of the trailer. He's
Yep.
obviously a big deal. Like
Big
you're
deal.
introducing like maybe the next great scientist or something.
I know
That's
his
my
big
guess.
reveal. Like he turns around
Yeah.
like, hello.
Right.
And you're like,
Yeah.
yay, hope,
Yeah.
hope.
Right. So it looks like a good
does.
series that I'll watch. If
It
I can
does.
find it.
We got to find it.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Science.
exactly. Forever.
Yeah.
So thank you.
That
That's
looks really good. We're going to
that
track it
looks
down, try and watch it, do a review
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. And don't forget, people, thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. Keep them coming. And this was a request by one of the people that are watching. So we're happy to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
See you next
So,
time.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.